I know a lot of people are probably asking, is it possible that you would ever have a client that says, what's the largest amount of money I can put into a policy?
Right. It's my favorite thing, and it kind of is the opposite of what you were describing earlier about I'm afraid to ask for $25.
Right.
I had a client, an agency where the team was trying to get this one particular individual for into the office for a life appointment, right? So right out of the bat, they were using terminology that was guaranteed for the guy to say
Put the
no,
barriers up.
no, and no, and no, and multiple times. Oh, the notes say we've asked, and he said no. And one day the agent answered the phone because everybody else was tied up, and it was this guy. And she used a concept that I teach, which is asking people about their income replacement plan, which is effectively what life insurance
Sure.
does, and disability and things like that. And so she used some of the language I gave her, and said, would you like to come in and talk with me about your income replacement plan? He said, sure, sounds like a great idea. And she was stunned that he said yes. And then he came in, and we teach this strategy called 3 methods, which is a way to present the possible product suite in a way that is more about what the client puts in and what the client takes out. And she walked out with a $8,000 a year premium, and the team was so flabbergasted that A, came in, B, bought life insurance, and C, for an $8,000 premium. And the phrase that the client had said when she got to the right moment in the conversation was, her name is Julia, and said, well, Julia, what's the most I can put in? And every single person who goes through that presentation, I always say to the agent, you're doing it right when the person says, what's the most I can put in? Well, that's pretty opposite of the way most agents are like, oh, would you give me $80? Would you give me $90? You're like scratching and clawing, as opposed to the client, again, collaboratively, same side of the table, understands the outcome of something cash value,
Right.
and understands why they would want to separate in their mind premium from accumulation, and conceptually say, oh yeah, I see, I want to put pretty much up to what the IRS will allow me to do. How do we do that?
Right.
And then it's really a lot of fun, because now they're like, that's the best question an agent I think can ever
Pull out
get
the application. Yeah.